everybody, welcome once again to my channel Krishna Singhdeo. Students, here we are meeting for class 12 student and the chapter which we are doing is issue of debenture. Till now we have learnt how to pass the journal entries for issue of debenture at par, at premium and at discount. In today's class we are going to learn how to pass the journal entries for issue of debenture for consideration other than cash. Let's get started, students. First of all, what is the meaning of consideration other than cash? When company issues debentures to its promoters for the promotional work which they have done for company, at that time company can issue debenture or any other security, means shares can also be issued at this time. This is called consideration other than cash. This is one of the types of issue of debenture for consideration other than cash. Similarly, for buying any asset, means plant, machinery, land, building, company can issue the debentures or any other security instead of giving cash. For taking over any other business also the same thing can be done. Instead of paying cash, the debentures or other securities can be used. And lastly, for paying the underwriting commission or brokerage, this debentures can be issued. We'll see all these cases one by one. Case number 1 I am taking for buying any fixed assets. So whenever we buy fixed assets, students, we have to first of all pass one entry of buying that asset. Whenever we buy the asset account is increasing, so asset account will be debited and vendor's account will be credited. This is a mandatory entry to be passed in all the cases whether the issue of debenture to the vendor is done at premium, at par or at discount. So vendor's account will be credited. If the name of vendor is written, you will write the name of vendor. Now understand what scenarios can be there. Let's see, if we have taken these debentures, this machinery for 1,50,000 rupees. Now we will have to issue the debenture equal to 1,50,000 rupees. Let's say each debenture is of 100 rupees. We can issue the debenture at par. We can issue the debenture at premium. And we can issue the debenture at discount. Like this. Okay, I'm not taking the figure right now because I don't want to take you people to take the intricacy of calculation at this point of time. First of all, I want you all to understand what is the flow of entries. So number 1 entry, you all have to pass same entry in all 3 cases. Okay, I am writing down here case number 1, when debentures are issued at par. When debentures are issued at par. Fine. Now what will be the entry pass? First entry we have already done. The second entry will be, we will debit the vendor. It is a liability. First entry we have created the liability by crediting vendor's account. Now we are discharging our liability. So vendor's account will be debited to percentage debenture. We are issuing the debenture to the vendor for consideration other than cash, means for buying the machinery. So debenture account will be credited. As simple as that. Now let us understand, when debentures are issued at premium, what entry will be passed? If debentures are issued at premium, the entry passed is going to be, first entry same as the previous entry. We will write the asset account debit to vendor account. And the second entry is going to be vendor's account debit to percentage debentures as well as securities premium. Why? Because the shares or debentures are issued at premium. Now what will be the amount in front of security premium and in front of debenture? For this we will have to apply a formula, and the formula is to find out the number of debentures. So how to find out the number of debentures? Because in the questions you will be given the purchase consideration which you have to pay. Purchase consideration means the value of machinery. So how will we find out the number of debenture? For this, we will apply this formula. We will write purchase consideration. Purchase consideration in simple language is the value of machine or whatever asset you have bought. Purchase consideration divided by issue price. Okay, so let's assume that purchase consideration is 1,10,000 and you have issued debenture for 110. So like this, you are going to get the number of debentures over here. So the number of debentures are going to be 1,000. Okay, so this 1,000 debentures you have issued for purchase consideration of rupees 1,10,000. This way you will have to find out the number of debentures, and then here you are going to multiply 1,000 multiplied by t to 10, and here you are going to multiply 1,000 multiplied by 100 and write down the amount. So this way you will pass the entries for issue of debenture consideration other than cash when you are buying an asset and you are issuing the debenture at premium. Now let us see another case when debentures are issued at discount. Means you are issuing the debentures at discount to the vendor of machinery. So in that case, how we are going to pass the entry? When debentures are issued at discount. Again, the first entry will remain same. First entry is going to be same, asset account debit to vendor's account. And the second entry here is going to be important. It is vendor's account debit, discount on issue of debenture account debit, to percentage debenture. Again, here we will have to apply the formula. What is this formula? Formula is how to find out the number of debentures. How to find out number of debentures. So for this, we will write purchase consideration and divide it by issue price. Purchase consideration, whatever it is, you are going to divide it by issue price. If you have issued debenture for 90 rupees, you will divide it by 90 rupees. If you have issued debenture for 95 rupees, like that. So for example, I have purchase consideration of 90,000 and I have issued debenture for 90 rupees. So my number of debentures will become 1,000. So here I will multiply 1,000 into 100. Here I am going to multiply 1,000 into 10, which is my discount. And without fail, what we had learned in the previous class, that a discount on issue of debenture account has to be closed. So if there is availability of general reserve, capital reserve, security premium reserve, we will use it. Otherwise, simply from statement of profit and loss, we will write off discount on issue of debenture. I hope students you have understood this part. In today's video, we are only going to do this. Let us revise it first and then I will tell you what are we going to do in the next video. Stay connected in the video till end, because at the end I am going to tell in next video what are we going to learn. So we have seen what is issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. It can be for all the services or the assets which business purchases from others. The business is giving debentures instead of giving cash. First case can be for buying the fixed asset. So whenever you are buying fixed asset account or a specific asset's name, if it is given, you will write that asset's name, like building, plant and machinery. It will be debited and vendor's account will be credited. In the second entry, you will debit the vendor, discharging the liability, and you will write percentage debenture. This is the case when you are issuing the debentures at par. In case you are issuing the debentures at premium, then you will write asset account debit to vendor's account. And in case you are issuing the debentures at discount, then you will write asset account debit, vendors account, and discount on issue of debenture account debit to percentage debenture. This discount on issue of debenture, which is a capital loss, is to be debited, and then later on it has to be written off from statement of profit and loss. Like this we have done. One more thing what we learned today is how to calculate number of debentures in case we are issuing the debentures at discount or at premium. In this case we write purchase consideration account, purchase consideration on in numerator, and in denominator we write issue price. Issue price means the price including the premium or price after deducting the discount. Then we get the number of debentures. I hope you understood this, students. We will meet in the next class now. In the next class we will solve one question based on this concept, issue of debentures for consideration other than cash when we are buying a machinery. And then we will do the second concept also, where we will understand how to pass the journal entry when the business is taken over and the consideration is discharged by issue of debenture. Till then, bye, have a great day. And yes, if you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe this channel and like and share the video.